avatars will be fixing themselves here shortly. We're just having a technical issue on Discord side, and that's how we run those avatars. So unfortunately, that's outside of my control. Those should fix themselves as soon as they have resolved their issues. A couple things before we do get started, though. If you know someone who wants to play a Jaunary game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about joining either the waitlist or a one-shot. I do have some stuff coming up later this month and next month, so go check those things out over at gameric.com. We have special items on the website now, consisting of the Segaeos Edition t-shirt, the Punch Aimer in the Face pillow, and the Learn to Play session that is happening on January 26th. Check those out. If you do join one of those, I hope you're going to have fun with them. Also, we launched a website over the holidays called toyvoarpg.com, where we have the entirety of the lore for Toyvoa. We are going to be working on that tonight during the Hangout session, so go check that out. It's a really cool site. We've got thousands of articles on there and more coming every day. Also, we have the clip contest going on, so if there's a moment from the session you like, toss a timestamp or a clip into the Discord, you'll be automatically entered to win a prize at the end of the month. Lastly, we have the GM tip videos and archives over on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you do watch those, do hit the thumbs up. It makes me feel good. I appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get you guys started, because we want to level up your game with Jaunary today. So, you guys, no, you're not leveling up. Tough.
I heard it too. I heard it too.
You're gonna level up your game, not your characters. Tough.
Hey, watch what you say next time then, GM. You get your hopes up.
I can give you hope, and then I can dash it upon the rocks of reality.
Oh, like the mystery.
Who says you can't kill hope? Not me. Alright. So, you guys are adventuring in the lands of...
Sending that to him.
What was that?
I'll send you a private message. You can't say that on Discord.
Okay, sure. Winkle, we're going to start with you gaining inspiration. So, you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toyvoa as you're currently working to... Wow. No, you can't see that on Twitch.
I told you.
Wow. Okay. It's Lauren, you've also been granted inspiration as you guys are adventuring in the lands of Toyvoa and working to gain political clout in order to reclaim Twilight's Call's claims to the Shantara Grove and re-establish a foothold there. To that end, you have made friends with the ambassador of the Shinozen Protectorate in the form of Islar Shunazath, and have made your way to Cordray Gruel on your way southwards. As you paused in Cordray Gruel, you have engaged in a deal with a bog witch and have provided her with a willing kiss in exchange for a bow. Now we find you guys returning to your ship, and unfortunately the ship and the docks are swarming with undead. So we are beginning immediately with the continuation of the combat as you guys work to reclaim the Managath's might from the forces who have claimed it.
On inventory real quick. Hold on. Bonus action. Okay, so what I can do is...
Are we on Islar's turn, or are we on?
It is on Twilight's Call's turn.
Awesome. Okay. I need to measure something real quick.
Go take your time.
Alright. Twilight is going to run to the very edge of the cliff.
Okay.
And is going to utilize his blessing of MKL. There it is. And is going to teleport 30 feet to there.
Okay. Excellent.
Let's work together to get that ship.
It didn't display the actual text to it. I don't know why it didn't display. There you go.
Because you pressed the resistance rather than the
Yeah.
the thing.
And I'm going to finish my movement to there. So that is movement and bonus action.
Where can you shoot?
Where to go? I am going to use. I'm trying to find it. It's been a week, and I'm looking for the actual spell that I would use. Right. Yeah, there it goes. All right. Up to 120 feet, and it's a 20.
What are we doing? And how did you get up onto this again?
Through the teleport.
Okay, understood.
Misty step.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
It's not Misty Step, but it's like Misty Step.
It is
Sure.
Misty step.
So,
You got it linked in the
Yes, sir.
Chat there. All right. I am going to cast Synaptic Static, otherwise known as a technique of muddled thoughts.
okay.
And I am going to put it, let me bring out the circle. I think this is Snap Corner.
Are we doing this?
On this thing, it's a 20-foot sphere. So that is from the edge, from the origin.
Okay, I don't see
right.
your circle at all. There you go. It's a 20-foot radius, so you need to have it from the center.
Okay, perfect. That's not snap.
It's snap to point. It's snap to point or snap to corner, and then measure from center. There you go. So you want all of those to be affected? Awesome. Cool. So let's go ahead and cast your spell, and let's go ahead and affect some skeletons and see what happens. Awesome. So my intelligence for my skeletons are going to go, and I have a total of 11 of them that are going to be affected by this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you're going to deal 30 damage to these. And so we're going to destroy this one. Those two there survive. These all die. Cool. These two will suffer 15 psychic damage. And the Bone Collective there also needs to make a intelligence saving throw. And its intelligence saving throw results in a 21.
I will actually use my Barbs of Truth and Poor Performance. Make him reroll that d20. And I'll give myself the d20.
Awesome. So you're using Barbs of Truth and Poor Performance. The silvery barbs on that is going to result in a 12. He will suffer the 30 damage. Excellent. Anything else?
And he has a negative d6 for attack rolls and ability checks.
Yep. Awesome. Cool. And he can attempt to make the save at the end of each of his turns.
Yes.
Cool. Anything else?
That will be it for Twilight.
All right. at the end of Twilight's Call's turn, we are going to go ahead and have our friend from the ship open the door. And we are going to look out at Twilight's Call on the docks. And she is going to raise her hands. And as she does so, you hear scratching and scrabbling at the bottom of the docks. And you feel vibrations in the wood as a variety of creatures begin crawling up the sides of the docks. The pylons are creaking and grinding as they begin to rise. We are going to go ahead and show you what they look like here.
Oh, hell.
As these massive canine-looking creatures, definitely undead, with barbed and shredded rib cages, open and climb. We're going to laugh and point at Twilight's Call. This ship is mine. We will use it for the glory of Corland. Winkle, what would you like to do, sir?
Feeling it for Corland.
Winkle is still having computer issues and will be here shortly. We're going to have Winkle go ahead and shoot, though. So I'm going to pull up Winkle's character sheet, and we're going to have him shoot 3 times. Because that's what Winkle normally does. So, because Winkle's character sheet is having problems, here we go. And we would have Winkle trying to eliminate some of these dogs around Islarin.
We've got.
So, we're going to shoot 3 times at the one next to Ayla. After all, we've got to protect Ayla. We're going to use the strong shot against that one. The first shot against that skeleton wolf with a 12 is going to miss. The second shot from Winkle is going to hit and will destroy the dog. The scattered bones fall apart. He aims at the next one, which will be this bone dog over here, and he will use another strong shot.
Okay.
And
So right now.
Yes. I think your mic's open if you're... Were you trying to react to Winkle shooting? No? Okay. Winkle is going to step forward and go...
To me, was it?
Yeah, we can hear you easily, Covet. I don't think you've got push to talk on it.
I am so sorry, guys. I will stop. I apologize greatly. Please, I will fix that right now. I'm sorry, guys. It's fixed. I was trying to... Yeah.
All good. So Winkle moves up and tries to block the path to Ayla using his body. We then go to Covet Von Sin, who is currently trapped with her foot wedged between the rock and a cliff face as she slid down the cliff wall last week.
Okay. She's very frustrated. She's mad. And so what she's going to do is she is going to also use her blessing of the Raven Queen
Okay.
as well. I'm just going to get down to that so I can show you guys. She's going to do that. And she's going to move that 30 feet to right there.
Okay. Up onto the docks. Excellent.
First off, what time is it, GM?
It is currently 5 p.m. So it is still well lit.
Any shadows?
Very minor ones.
What about the ship due to the sails?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, just planning ahead. All right. Okay, so with that, I'm going to measure something real quick because I want to be fair. Okay. Okay. So I need to move for sure. So let's move 30 feet. Okay, so how does that change things? Probably not enough.
Okay.
Okay. With that, so okay, so that's too far for me to throw that. All right.
So what would you like to do?
I'm going to hit this one with an Eldritch Blast.
I'm sorry, I didn't see which one you were trying to ping. Okay, understood. Got it?
Yeah,
Right over
that
here.
one?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I was trying with movement and stuff like that. I was off on my measurements, so I had to fix that. Sorry. Okay, so first hit. $17 hit.
A 17 to hit will hit it, as its very large fleshy form is trying to scrabble up the side of the docks.
Second, 13 does not hit, probably.
A 13 does not.
21.
A 21 does, as your Eldritch Blast hits it a second time.
Can I
Pieces
have
of its
that one?
flesh go flying.
Can I have it where it moves 10 feet this way and kind of falls back in the water?
It will fall back into the water. As you pull it off of the pillar, it will fall down into the water. Excellent. Cool. Anything else?
She looks at Twilight, and she just knows. She just nods, knowing that they've got a job to do and they're gonna do it.
Cool. Ayla, you're up. Awen, you're next. What would you like to do, Ayla?
Okay, Ayla's going to move forward. Sorry, Winkle. So that she catches all three of these creatures within her web.
Okay. As the various
And-
food products go sailing around them.
Yeah, and then this one right here,
Yes.
I'm going to shoot Sacred Flame.
Okay. So it's going to need to make a dexterity saving throw against your Sacred Flame. And that's going to result in a 9, so he's going to suffer 21 radiant damage. And they did get exposed to the Spirit Guardians. So we're going to roll wisdom saving throws for the two dogs, 1 and 2. They both will fail and suffer how much damage?
28. I went back and looked.
Awesome. Got it. Cool. So the two of them suffer
And
28
Mr.
damage.
Skeleton, the big skeleton's
Of
in my range too.
Yes, ma'am. And his wisdom saving throw is going to come in as a 12. So he also suffers 28 radiant damage.
Right. Okay, so I have my
You're
You're not.
I'll get there.
broadcasting.
Spiritual weapon, I'll get there in a minute. It's up there by Mr. Skeletal guy,
yes, ma'am.
and I'm gonna swing that at him.
Okay. As the spiritual weapon swings out, the massive turkey leg will strike and hit for 7 force damage as the skeleton lord's armor gets dented. Anything else, Ayla?
And then I will step back.
You'll be provoking opportunity attacks if you do so.
Oh, I'll stay where I am then. I forgot about that. Okay.
All
I'll
right.
just stay where I am.
Cool. All right. So we are going to go ahead and take a legendary action at this point to take my massive bone staff and bludgeon Islarin with it. Islarin, a 27 to bludgeon you for 28 damage.
A 20 because I have protection from good and evil.
Okay. A 20 to strike you misses, I believe.
Yep, that misses.
Okay. As the avatars are coming in now.
Oh, you sound so much better. I'm just saying. I'm so glad you're feeling better.
Yes.
Thanks.
Right. So there we go. Cool. So after Ayla's turn ends, we go to Eowyn. Eowyn, you've been prepped for this. What would you like to do? Eowyn? There you are.
Took a minute to unmute.
What would you like to do?
But I want to move here.
Okay.
Is it like it? Are all these three things within 30 feet?
Yes.
I want to use Channel Divinity then.
Okay, cool. Which channel divinity are we using? The Turn Undead?
How do I find that one?
It's under your features and traits.
It's also under action.
Is that the one you wanted to use?
Yeah, it's just having a bit of trouble finding it.
It should be actions in combat. Number 2, turn undead, DC 16.
Okay.
It actually goes to destroy undead if it's success.
Yep.
So, you want to use that, Eowyn?
I do, it's just I can't find it on my sheet. I don't know why.
Okay. It's under your features and traits, and you've got, if you can find warding flare, which I know you've got, and you've got, it should be in there. It should be under your class features, if that helps. That should
Is
narrow
it is it destroy undead?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, found
Yeah,
it.
just
then.
go ahead and cast that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make those wisdom saving throws. I have 2 dogs. They will both fail, and they will be destroyed by this ability instantly as they turn to a fine powder. As they are annihilated, the Skull Lord over here, he is going to go ahead and try his wisdom saving throw, which results in a 21, and he will not be turned or destroyed by your ability. Instead, he looks down at you, and if he could smile derisively, he would. Unfortunately, the lack of flesh on his face allows the skull simply to look menacing. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Eowyn?
No, that's it.
All right. The Skull Lord responds to your ability by raising the bone staff a second time to bludgeon Islarin. With a 17, Islarin parries it with her shield. He cracks backwards and recoils. The skeletal wolves are destroyed. It becomes the Skull Lord's turn. The Skull Lord looks at this situation and says, You'll all die. And he is going to form a unified hand gesture. And as he does so, a green ball begins to form between his skeleton hands. Does anyone wish to do anything as he is casting a spell?
I would like to counterspell it.
Go for it.
You're going to try to counterspell it? Awesome. Yep. Cool. So I need you to attempt to counterspell it, because this is higher than 3rd level. So with a 20, you are able to counterspell the cloud kill that he was trying to form, and the cloud kill fizzles within his hands. He looks down at you. You will pay. And he then raises his bone staff and is going to attack 3 times. The first, Islarin, will be a 9 because of your protection from good and evil. The second will be a 10 because of your protection from good and evil. And the third will be a 19. And as you have blocked and parried each of these blows, the Skull Lord is frustrated and a little dismayed at the situation.
Does he take Spirit Guardian
He
damage?
should have taken Spirit Guardian damage at the start of his turn to the tune of 28. So we will apply that now. Awesome.
I
Cool.
love seeing that drop. It's great.
Then we will go to the Bone Collective's turn. The Bone Collective here is going to look at the situation and move towards the people just off to the side, towards Covet and Twilight. And we are going to move 30 feet to the center of the platform, at which point we are going to launch Piercing Bones. We are going to... These are ranged attacks using the bones of its own existence.
Yo.
So, as it throws pieces of itself at you guys, it will do this twice. And we're going to do 2d2. The first one of these will be towards Twilight's Call. The Piercing Bones does a 20 minus a d6. So 1d6 is going to be a total of a 16 to strike you, Twilight's Call.
It misses.
Okay, as the razor sharp bone barely misses you and you avoid taking 77 damage. The second bone is going to be thrown at Covet Von Sin. Covet, a 22 to catch you.
Yeah.
Minus a d6.
Minus a d6, yes ma'am. So, 1d6. Does a 17 strike you, Covet Von Sin?
I'm looking at something real quick.
Because this is going to be 71 piercing damage. As the bone's fingers fly towards you with the razor sharp point.
I have to take it because I don't have anything.
All right. You are going to be impaled by this bone, and it is going to stick there.
I'm resistant. Oh, I'm resistant. I forgot. I'm resistant to all damage.
You're resistant to all damage? Awesome.
Yep.
So instead of taking the 71 points of damage, you will take 35.
That I can do.
But the barb of this bone finger is stuck in you now. Awesome.
Okay.
The canine creatures will continue climbing and make their way up onto the docks at this point. As they reach the top, they scramble up onto
like
the
that
docks
word.
itself. Right. They make their way up onto the docks, and down below, the one that you had knocked off begins climbing once again. That is the extent of their movement and all they can do. So we will then go to Islarin Shonazath.
All right, I'm just going to. Yeah, I think I'm just going to attack from where I am right now.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Unfortunately, the armor of the Skull Lord resists your blow.
All right, so it's got an
It's
AC of
too
18.
tough. With a 19, you will pierce it with your trident, dealing 12 damage to it. 11 piercing and 1 radiant as your trident glimmers just a little bit.
Third swing. Bonus action. I thought I clicked it. Let me give it a second. There we go. We will smite with that one. It is a first level smite against undead.
Okay. So, awesome. So we're going to deal 10 plus 14 for a total of 24 damage. Well struck.
I will hold my position here.
Okay. So, after Slarin, we will go to Twilight's Call. What would you like to do, sir?
Twilight is very, very focused singularly on getting onto the boat to make sure that the boat doesn't disappear. Because he has zero interest in staying in the area longer than what he really has to. So he is going to move his movement here, and then let me make sure that I am in the appropriate distance. Yes. And then I will again use the blessing of MKL to jump onto the boat.
Okay.
There.
Cool.
That should put me within 100 feet of that individual right there.
You're measuring from corner to corner. I think you're actually 10 feet off. Let me go ahead and measure from you here. So we go no snapping. You are 105 feet away.
Okay.
You got it.
Perfect. I am going to introduce one of my favorite spells to that individual
Okay.
and tell him I'm never going to give them up.
All right. Cool.
Is it broadcast? Maybe.
Not yet. So an intelligence saving throw of a DC 16.
Never gonna give
That
you up.
Knowles saving throw is going to come in as a 21.
And I am too far away to do anything about that one.
As she
Okay.
refuses your earworm, she's not in the mood to dance. So she's obviously not a friend of yours.
Well, I tried, but I'm on the boat, and for this turn, I am resistance damage. So that will be the end of that.
Okay. Awesome. So, it becomes Koresh Bonebinder's turn. She's going to step forward just 10 feet to there, and she's going to open her palm towards you, her claws curled at the ends, razor sharp. A black energy forms in the palm of her hand, and she is going to perform a spell-like ability called Necrotic Strike. As it blasts outwards, if this strikes you, she's going to knock you back 10 feet. And she will do this twice at you, Twilight's Call. The first one of these will be a 27 to blast you.
I do believe that hits.
You're going to be struck for 33 points of necrotic damage.
So I am resistant to necrotic, plus I've got the blessing of MKL.
All right.
Resistant to damage.
Well, if you're resistant to damage, that doesn't half it twice. You're just resistant to damage. So you're going to save for 16 damage here. You're going to be blasted 10 feet off the ship and into the water.
It should be straight back. It shouldn't be at an angle.
So straight back from her would have been, yeah, into the water.
Right here.
Okay. So we'll blast you right there. The second blast from the necrotic strike will be a 17 to strike you.
And that misses.
Okay. As you manage to wedge your foot against the railing, you remain on the ship. She looks disappointed at this and is... we're going to attempt to cast a spell at this point as a bonus action. And that bonus action is a mage hand. And we're going to just go ahead and get a hand here. And that hand is going to go right here. Right next to the ballista. It then becomes Bwinkle's turn. Mr. Bwinkle, you've made it. What would you like to do, Bwinkle? Bwinkle is typing because apparently his internet is not working. Hers is not 30 feet. Bwinkle, what would you like to do? We cannot hear you, sir. You appear to be muted of some kind. Because you're lighting up, but we're not hearing anything from you.
Is your headset muted?
There's usually a thing on the cord.
Pushing the button. Can you
There you
guys
are.
hear?
There you
Yes,
go.
we can hear you now.
Right. Gonna shoot this guy right here.
Okay. The Skull Lord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Accurate shot.
Okay. As you're shooting the Skull Lord, the 27 will pierce him for 16 damage.
Want to hit him again?
Yes, sir. The 17, the arrow pings off of his armor. It flips and falls right next to his Slorin.
All right. Okay, gonna do one more.
Yes, sir. And your accurate shot will pierce it, dealing 13 piercing damage to it.
Yay me.
It's doing not so hot thanks to your excellent archery skills. Anything else you'd like to do, Bwinkle?
Nah, that's it.
All right, Miss Von Sin, you find yourself standing toe-to-toe, gunslinger style, with a bone collective that has pierced you with its finger. What would you like to do?
She just kind of looks at him and just like, that hurt. And she runs forward. And she gets to about here, and then she does, where'd it go? Oh my gosh. She does, MKL's, a blessing of MKL, and just goes, mwah! And she moves the 30 feet to like here, and then steps down.
Okay.
And then, with that, she sees this person here. I want to make sure that the measurement is correct. It is. And she does Eldritch Blast on this one.
Sure.
On Koresh,
Yes.
Bone Grinder.
As you attack the knoll,
18 to hit.
the 18 would hit until she casts shield.
So she hits again.
Okay. As your Eldritch Blast fires outwards, it splashes against her energy barrier, leaving her unscathed. And the 11th, as the shield catches all three of your Eldritch Blasts, the Knoll shakes her head at you. Weak. Anything else you'd like to do, Covet?
At this point, she is just absolutely enraged. And she can take one more step this way because that's the last of it. And she said, and she grabs onto, because she saw what had happened to Twilight, and she grabs onto the rigging right next to her as tight as she possibly can, wrapping her wrist around the rope as best she can.
Sure.
And lowers her mask of MKL and it says, "I will show you who's weak,
You, obviously.
bitch."
It then becomes the end of Covet's turn, at which point I'm going to strike Islarin with the bone staff. A 15 misses as it clangs into her shield. Ayla, what would you like to do?
Ayla has noticed this hand. So she also has one over here at the ballista.
I believe you have two
Ayla's
hands.
going to it's the mage hand I'm looking at.
Okay.
Over here at the ballista?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
I don't think you're in range for that, because that is...
I am. It's 120 feet is
Okay.
is what I got to be.
Awesome.
And
So it will disappear.
so that's one thing. And then for my second thing, or
You're not
for my
bad.
next thing, I will do, gosh, my brain is just not cooperating this morning.
I'm sorry.
What is it called? The giant turkey leg, spiritual weapon. I'm going to do the spiritual weapon on the skeletal lord.
Okay.
There.
And with a 24, you will strike it. And you dealt 12 force damage as it reaches in and rattles around inside of its armor. You hear bones breaking on the inside. It's not happy with you, Ayla.
I guess not.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I am going to step this way since these guys are dead now.
Okay.
And keep him within my grasp here.
Sweet. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take another bone staff strike at Islarin with a 17 to strike you. You block it with your shield yet again. Eowyn, what would you like to do? Eowyn? Are you
I'm
there?
here. It's just I keep finding fire spells, so one day I don't want to use fire. I
Okay.
don't know why.
I don't know why you don't want to use fire.
Oh, what's the name of that one spell where it's like 3 shots?
Scorching Ray?
Yeah, that.
Okay. So, as you raise your hand to cast the Scorching Ray, who are we doing the Scorching Ray on?
This one.
Okay. Skull Lord?
Yeah.
All right. As you hold up your hand, fire leaps from your hand towards it. and you will critically miss as it catches the first ray in its hand and crushes it. The second one, will catch it for 6 as you puncture back through its hand and into its flesh, into the bones. And the third one also punches through. It's hanging on by a mere thread. Anything else, anyone? Any movement you'd like to do? Or bonus action?
What do I have for bonus actions? I keep forgetting that.
You can use a potion, you can use a spiritual weapon, etc.
Mhm.
Anything?
No, I don't think so. I think I'll just
All right,
leave right here.
cool. All right, the skeletal wolves are dead. It becomes the end of your turn. The Skull Lord is going to take his third legendary action to swing the bone staff at Islarin. Whack! With a 14, she blocks it with her shield yet again. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, the Skull Lord does not like the fact that we are currently engaged in this type of situation. Is going to raise a hand and point directly at Islarin.
Does it survive the Spirit Guardians?
Oh, we need to roll a wisdom saving throw. With an 18, it's going to take half the damage. Ayla, I need you to roll the Spirit Guardian's damage. I have 11 hit points. I'm going to take half of whatever you roll. How much Spirit Guardian's damage am I going to be taking?
I gotta find it.
Okay.
There it is.
How much damage? So I will resist your spell, taking only 9 damage, leaving me with 2 hit points. So I am going to attempt to cast my spell. Does anyone wish to do anything about this?
I'm too far. I'm farther than 60.
I will not counterspell it.
Okay. Awesome.
I can only dispel it, so
Well, we are going to be firing 3 magic missiles. One at Islarin, which unerringly hits, dealing 1d4 plus 1. So 1d4. Then you're going to take 4 damage, Islarin, as nothing you can do can stop me. And I need a Constitution saving throw to hold on to your protection from good and evil.
I have a minimum save of 10.
Very well, you succeed. The next one is going to fly over to hit Ayla.
Now. My own computer's issue.
You have your own computer issues? Okay.
Okay, I hear you again.
Okay. So you're fine. Ayla, a magic missile will blast you. And you are going to be taking 3 damage. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw of a DC 10, or you will lose concentration. You're fine. And the last one will hit Eowyn. Eowyn, you are going to suffer a total of 5 damage, but you are not concentrating on anything, so you do not need to roll a concentration check. I will then take my 3 bone staff strikes. However, I'm going to move before I do so. And
I
I'm...
already did one of them.
Huh?
I already did one of the bone strikes.
That was the legendary action at the end of the previous turn.
Okay.
So, we are going to move to here because we are a huge creature. We can do so. And we're going to take 3 strikes, and we're going to strike all of these at Ayla Taylor, trying to bludgeon her out of the issues here. So, Ayla, the first strike will be a critical strike against you. Does anyone have a reaction to this?
I'm too far.
Okay.
a minute. I just lost.
What'd you lose?
Can I?
What'd you lose?
Lost my whole character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a
It says,
problem
and
with
yeah, it's D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's what's been giving me grief this morning.
Okay. Hopefully it can pop up here soon.
Yeah, I can't even pull it up.
Okay, they should be fixing
It's
their
just-
site soon.
It's just blank. Said they rolled a +1 on API.
Yep, they have an issue on their site, so we will be working on this. Give me a few moments, but we can go ahead and continue playing. Not a big issue. So this is going to be dealing 11 plus 2 bludgeoning, so that's a total of 13. 13 plus 24 is 37. 37 plus 14 is going to be 37 plus 14 would be 51 points of damage to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my love.
As you are crunched by that, I don't believe you can actually make the saving throw. So your concentration on the Spirit Guardians is going to be ending. So he has succeeded in crunching through on the first strike. The second strike against you here is going to be a 19 to hit you.
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's going to be dealing a total of 23 damage to you, leaving you with 22 hit points. And the third strike against Ayla Taylor, as Winkle looks on in horror, will be an 11 as it cracks into the ground. The bellowing of your bull behind you has prevented this thing from destroying you. It then becomes the Bone Collective's turn. It turns to look at the two people on board the ship, 1 and 2, and its goal is clear: to prevent you from continuing your actions. So, we are going to attempt to strike both of these at Covet Von Sin. The Bone Collective points with its finger. The first piercing bone will be a 13 to strike you. That will miss as it sails over your head and into the sea.
She's really excited just because of the fact that she's really short, and yeah.
Her
It came
confidence,
into-
however, is ill-founded.
Minus
Or
D6.
is it?
Minus a d6.
Does a 15 strike you, Covet?
It does, but you know what? I'm resistant to all damage.
Awesome. So instead of taking the 91 damage, you're going to take 45.
It's okay.
And that is a second bone shard in your flesh. And you will now begin feeling your bones itching and painful, as if barbs are growing out of them and into your flesh itself. You are beginning to become a bone collective. The ankle locks continue as they will climb up onto the docks and look for instructions, since no one's on the docks right now, so they're not going to do anything. It's Lauren Shonazath. What would you like to do? If they cannot make it across this board.
I'm going to try to finish off the Skull Lord.
Okay. And you will do so. The Skull Lord crumples into a pile of bones and plate armor. Its bone staff hits the ground and breaks.
Excellent. I'm going to move 30 feet, and I'm going to throw my trident. Let's see, how far away am I from? Oh, I am within long range of the bone collective, so I do not care that much about the little skeleton, so I'm going to try and throw my trident at the bone collective at
Okay.
disadvantage.
Sure. Just realized the skeletons haven't acted in 2 rounds, so I actually need to roll their initiative here. All right. So with disadvantage, you will hit, and you're going to deal 16 damage to the bone collective.
I'll use my bonus action to call my trident back to my hand.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So after the trident flies back to your hand, you're able to catch it. Posing amazingly, you are gorgeous on this cliff face. It's then going to be the end of your turn, yes?
Yep, end of my turn.
All right. So let me just go ahead and check. Yep. Cool. Then we go to Twilight's call. What would you like to do, Twilight?
All right. Twilight doesn't like the idea of potentially being knocked off the boat, so he is going to run forward to there. And she still has her shield active, yes?
Yes. Until the end of her turn.
I am going to cast Dispel Poor Magic, and I'm going to maximize. Well, I'm going to use that technique on her.
On her? Okay. So, as you do so, the shield fades.
Is that the only thing that fades from her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then I will use my bonus action to take 2 shots at her.
Okay.
1
All right.
and
So
2.
a 23 to hit. She is going to take the 18 damage here.
She's already used her reactions.
Yep. And she will suffer a critical strike here. That's going to be, so 25 plus 1, so 26 damage. All right.
Between the 2 strikes?
Yes, sir.
18
18 and 26.
that will be...
Nothing else?
That is movement, bonus action, and action.
All right. It becomes Koresh's turn. She is going to look at you. You have no powers here. And she is going to go ahead and start by casting a spell. Does anyone wish to do anything about this spell?
I'm not close enough.
Okay. She's going to point at either Twilight or Covet. 1d2. Twilight's call. We are going to be casting Banishment on Twilight's call.
Home.
So, Twilight's call, I need you to roll a Charisma saving throw. And the DC for this is an 18.
Okay.
She's going to say a word that is a little disturbing, and you're going to need to redo that because she's going to use Silvery Barbs, granting herself advantage.
She's out of range.
She is not, because she has a feature that causes all of her spells to be tripled in range.
Okay. Twilight will look at her and give her a shit-eating grin.
She curses and goes through the door and then uses her free object interaction to close it. All right. Winkle, what would you like to do?
I'm measuring. Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Is that too far? Yeah.
For you, no.
For you, nothing on this map is too far.
Welcome to the wonderful world of sharpshooter.
Winkle, your range extends to the point that it is nearly double the map's size.
Okay, got it.
He's like, I can do what I want.
Nearly anything is in range for you, sir.
Gotta turn off the main. I'm still learning. Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, 600 feet is
How do
what
you
your
do what?
range is.
How do I change that?
Are
What-
you pinging?
No, yeah, ping this one.
Just press and hold with the arrow key. Yep.
Yeah, I want to get that one.
Okay, didn't see the ping.
The one that's on the dock?
Oh, okay. I see you. Back here. Understood? Got it? Bone Collective at the steering wheel of the Menagath's Might.
All right, I'm going to do an accurate shot. I'm going to
Okay.
do another one.
Yes, sir. As you puncture it, you're going to hit the first time for 10. The second time here is going to hit for a total of, so 16 plus, 8 plus 9, 17, 17, so 18 damage here with a critical strike. A third shot. With a 31, sir, you will hit for 14 damage. Anything
Maybe.
else?
Sweet.
Nah, I think that's about it.
All right. After Bwinkle, we go to Covet von Sin.
So this stuff that's in her shoulder that's poking her really bad.
Yeah.
She's going to do an Arcana check.
Sure. This is a religion check to try to pull it
A
out.
religion check?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right.
So, to understand what's going on, with a 26 Covet, once you reach 6 of these shards, you will be converted into a bone collective.
Ew! She looks at this thing here. This bone collector here. And she looks at that one and she's like, I value the work it takes to look that skinny. But that's not for me. And
You
so
don't
she
want a
starts-
shortcut?
No! No! Keeping in shape is hard work, and she knows it. And let me tell you, it is so hard. You know, with Ayla's amazing food, oh my gosh, Southern cooking, that just puts like extra 10 pounds on her hips just by looking at it. And so she tries to dig out one of these things.
Okay.
Does that count as action?
It is an action to do so, and you will be taking damage should you do this.
Okay. All right. So bonus action then.
Sure.
She's gonna pull out her Astraean Fire Bloom and take one of those.
Okay.
Is that an action or a bonus
It
action?
is an action to use an Australian Fire Bloom.
Okay, well, fine then. She's going to use a potion of greater healing.
That
That's a bonus action.
If it's on your belt, that's a bonus action.
It is on my bonus action. It is on my belt. So
It is on my bonus action.
So she rolls that.
Okay.
Gets a 14.
You
I'll take
recover 14 hit points.
Okay. Okay. She feels a little bit better. And with that, she's like, I'm going to worry about this in a bit later. And so she comes down to here. And she's like, dude, this is really rude. And so she looks at this guy and she's like, you know, it's rude to take somebody's ship without permission. And she just like lays in an Eldritch Blast, which probably doesn't hit. A 14 does
It
not.
does not.
So she's going to throw another one with a 19. Does
A
that
19
hit?
does hit, yes, for 10
And that
damage.
she pushes him back.
Okay.
And she does it again with an 18. Does that hit?
It does for 15 damage.
And says, stay away from the helm. That's rude. And she then grips the pot of this very large shrubbery. Well, no, actually, she's just gonna come around here and just kind of take a couple of steps this way and just grab the trellis. This.
Sure. So you're holding that with one hand? Right? Did we lose her?
Yep.
You're lighting up, but we can't hear you.
She's here.
Okay.
I am here. I'm holding on with two hands.
What's in your other hand, though? Don't you have a wand?
Press the button. The dagger just has to be on my person.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. All right. So, yeah, as long as that's your arcane focus, you're good.
It just has to be on. Yep.
All right. So, after Coven von Sin, we go to Ayla Taylor. What'd you do, Ayla?
Ayla's gonna move right over here amongst all these fellas. And I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. So, as you get to there, we're going to do the Spirit Guardians again. Cool. And, yep, all right. Just checking to make sure nobody was underneath you. All right. Cool. So you cast Spirit Guardians as you get to there.
Right?
Anything else you'd like to do?
And then I am going to do a if I can find it. Goodness, this is crazy. Potion of healing.
Okay. Awesome. So you drink a potion of healing, recovering how many hit points? 5.
Better than nothing.
All right. Cool. After Ayla, we go to Eowyn. What would you like to do, Eowyn? Eowyn?
I want to move up to here.
Okay. As you move along the rock face, what are you going to do from there?
Actually, how much further can I move?
You can move another 2 squares.
Um, I think
What we doing?
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians,
You're also going to
but
cast Spirit Guardians?
before that, is there any bonus action I could use to help Ayla?
Do you have Healing Word?
I should have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
I
have
do.
Healing Word? Go ahead and cast a Healing Word to help Ayla.
Would I still be able to cast Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Ayla, you recover 11 more hit points.
And then I'll cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. And you have Spirit Guardians up. Cool. All right. Anything else you'd like to do? Well, that's bonus action, and movement. So that's it for you. It becomes the Bone Collective's turns. Well, this one up here, it can now include Ayla as a target. So I have 3 targets to throw bones at. So 2d3. We're going to throw a bone towards Ayla Taylor.
No.
The Bone Collective throws that bone at Ayla. Ayla, a 10 misses you.
Definitely.
As the bone enters the Spirit Guardians, it dissolves into a slurry that falls to the ground. The second bone is thrown at Twilight's Call. Twilight, this is an opportunity for you to gain a really cool scar. As we're going to hit with a 21 minus a d6.
Yep. A 21 minus a d6 misses Twilight, because 21 is my AC.
Okay. Well, at the end of his turn, he's going to roll his intelligence saving throw to try and get rid of that effect. He's still affected. On the far side of the ship, behind the helm, this guy is going to move 30 feet towards the front and is going to choose to attack 2 bone shards, 2d2, because I cannot reach Ayla from here.
What's his reach on that?
120 feet.
That's hard.
So,
Fine.
Coven von Sin! We're going to try to pierce you twice more. Covet, the first one of these will be an 18 to strike you.
Half damage? Is that all I can do?
All
It's
right.
necrotic?
Yes, ma'am? So that's
Yeah,
going to
half
be
damage.
71 damage cut down to 35. And that'll put you at 3 bone shards in your flesh.
Yup. I'm gonna go down if this guy hits.
The second attack from him will be a
He
10.
misses! Oh my god!
As the bone
Sorry.
shard flies over your head. You're too short for him.
Height has being short has its advantages sometimes.
All right. The Ankylocks next will begin moving towards someone who's on the docks. And we're going to move 40 feet towards someone on the docks.
I would assume that's me because I'm the only one standing on wooden docks.
You're the only one on the docks. They're coming for you.
Oh
And
no!
they're going to run up using their dash action. Because we got to get to you. They're coming for you, Ayla.
Oh dear.
All right, it becomes the skeleton's turns. We start our
They
turns
take their
with
damage first.
Yes, ma'am. The skeletons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How much damage are we suffering?
12.
12 damage. So this guy is destroyed by the Spirit Guardians. This guy's pummeled. This guy will suffer 12 damage and survive. This guy suffers 12 damage and survives. This guy suffers 12 damage and survives. This guy suffers 12 damage and dies. And this guy dies due to half damage. So,
I mean, they're like Oprah. You know, she's like Oprah. You get damage.
Did
and
this
you
one
get
enter
damage.
the Spirit Guardians?
this one did, so that Ankle should go ahead and make its wisdom saving throw. That's the wrong button, sorry. He has a +6. So 16 does save, and it was...
Nope, it's got to have an 18.
Oh, you have an 18? Okay, so
Yeah.
that would be the full 12 damage. Got it. All right, 3 skeletons are attacking you, Ayla. We're going to try to break through that Spirit Guardians. We're using short swords. You're going to be attacked 3 times. And they're not smart enough to do flanking, so... natural 1 will miss you. A 16, I believe, misses you, correct?
Yes, it does.
However, 21 is going to catch you right on the arm, dealing 6 piercing damage. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw of a DC 10 or lose Spirit Guardians. This concentration on this spell ends.
I'd take my inspiration if you want it.
You want to use that inspiration?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd like to keep it.
All right.
There you go.
You hold on to the concentration.
Thank you, Lauren.
These skeletons are now going to move towards Covet and Twilight.
Okay.
And
Bye.
we're also going to move these guys as they dash down the stairs. All right. So, we're going to cut it, Twilight. An 11 will miss you, Twilight. Covet von Sin, you are flanked. The first
Is that
strike.
2 layered? That's one's down on the bottom dock, the other one's up on the top.
Yeah, because I am like right at the banister.
Yes, but she is flanked because she's on the stairs.
There's no stairs. I'm not on the stairs.
There are stairs right there.
Going down.
They lead down to the galley.
Okay, so this guy is going to try to jump and attack you and miss with a 6.
I'm being fair here.
That's fine. The other one will not get
Terrain
advantage
is
on this
terrain.
strike.
To come
Instead,
back and bite me in the ass. I know, but terrain's terrain.
he takes his short sword, gives it a big comic book style wind up, flips it around, pulls it back, and then thrusts. And with his short sword strike, Covet does a 17 pierce you
It does.
for
I'm
5
still
piercing
moving.
damage. All right, you're still moving. Great.
Yep.
All right. And for some reason, my bone dogs disappeared off the initiative as well. We'll just go ahead and have them act now. So they're going to go ahead and move, and we're going to move 30 feet, and then we're going to dash. All right.
Oh, hell no. Okay.
Cool. That's the skeleton's turn. We go to Islarin. What would you like to do, Islarin?
All right. Check the range on this if I forgot if I had. Okay, I am within 60 feet of that bone collective, so I'm going to attempt to command it to approach.
Okay. So, the Bone Collective, does he understand? He does. His wisdom saving throw is going to be a 7. So, he's going to turn and look in your direction.
In that case, I am going to think let's move to Yeah, let's just move to here, which is should put it right in that center of the Venn diagram. Well, unless anyone moves, but, like
Okay, cool. Anything else?
we're coming to the spirit guardians. Nothing else.
All right. Twilight's Call. What would you like to do?
So, I am going to bonus action use my blessing yet again. And jump 30 feet there.
This is your third use of it or second?
That's my third use of it.
Okay,
I've got one more remaining.
Yep, we have a total of 4.
cool.
Then where'd it go? I had it queued up. A 40-foot view. Let me make sure I've got this right. The cube measures from a corner or from the center? I'll do that later. All right. I want to take 2 shots at this bone collector.
Oh, collective? Yep.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yes, sir.
I do still have movement. Here. So there. Okay. And I'm going to add my flourish to this one.
Okay.
And it is going to be a defensive flourish.
Okay.
So that's a +8 on the damage for the one that I'm getting ready.
Sure.
So that first one. Nice.
A critical strike. Excellent, sir. So that's going to be dealing 25 plus 4, so 29 damage plus so 29, and then you also got the 18 from the first there. So excellent, sir.
And that 8 goes to my AC as well.
That 18 goes to your AC, sir.
The 18 goes to my AC.
What's your AC at what? For one round?
So the plus bonus and beyond 20 only goes up to 10. It won't actually allow the 18 to it.
Right, but what would it be?
It would be putting it at 39.
Understand. So, Twilight's Call currently has an AC of 39.
And I will shoot him again.
Okay.
Where did it go?
Because you critical strike with defensive and we maximize the dice, you get the
Yep.
D10 plus the 8. Yep.
And second shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
So, as you get back-to-back critical
Please,
strikes
somebody
here,
screenshot that, please. Holy
Whoa,
crap.
2 in a row.
you'll deal 33 damage to it. Apparently, it has pissed you off.
Yeah, slightly.
My
So,
wife is his wife is hurt.
Twilight, you have an AC of 39. You have struck for way too much damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do, sir?
No, that's it for now. Except for saying, "Get off my boat and stay away from my wife."
All right. After Twilight's Call, it becomes Koresh's turn. Koresh opens the door and comes out and looks at the situation here. And he's going to be casting a spell. And the spell we're going to go ahead and cast is going to be... Does anyone want to do anything about this spell that she's doing at the moment?
I'm too far.
You're
I
too
don't
far
have
away?
counterspell.
You don't have counterspell. Awesome. Cool. So,
And I can only dispel, but I'm too far away anyways.
understood. So she's going to point at Twilight's Call. And she's going to utter a word and draws a circle around Twilight's Call in the air. As Ultralux's resilient sphere begins to form around Twilight's Call, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw of a DC 18 or be contained inside a ball.
Yes! What? Please, somebody screenshot this and put this in Discord. Oh my god.
She will
Why is
use her
Twilight
silvery barbs to grant herself advantage and cause you to re-roll that, sir. Humbug.
Did you not learn the first time? Get off my boat and leave whatever things that you think you procured.
Okay, so that's her bonus action and her reaction. We are
That
then
was
going.
also her action for the sphere.
No, that's her bonus action. She casts spells as a bonus action.
Oh, that's so messed up.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is. So she is going to take necrotic strikes, and she is going to make 3 of these.
This is a cantrip because she's already used a leveled spell.
In this campaign, you guys have been using leveled spells and cantrips interchangeably the entire campaign.
No.
No, we've not been doing spirit guardians and spiritual weapons.
Those are bonus actions.
We've had a healing word and a spirit guardians on the same turn this combat. So yeah, we've definitely
okay.
been doing that.
Yeah, you guys
Okay,
have been
cool.
using leveled spells and cantrips interchangeably. As long as the economy's there, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Not interchangeable in terms of bonus action versus action,
Right.
but in terms of being able to
Leveled spells.
in the same level spells
Okay,
in
cool.
the same turn.
Okay, cool. I'm learning. That's
So-
fine.
The first 2 necrotic blasts are going to be at... the first one is going to be at Twilight's Call. Twilight's Call. I have to hit a 39 or a crit in order to hit you. A 17, you're easily able to dodge, sir.
Yep.
As your confidence is strong, she points the next 2 blasts at Covet von Sin. The first of which, Covet, will be a 24 to blast you for 33 necrotic damage. I believe that's going to knock you unconscious. Correct?
For posterity's sake, what is half of that?
Half of that would be 16.
Yeah, because she's resistant to damage. I do remember.
All right.
I'm resistant to necrotic,
Okay. So you took 16
but I am
damage.
down. I'm down.
And then with disadvantage, she's going to blast the necrotic strike at you out of spite. A 17 to cause you to fail 1 death saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. Winkle. You're way over here. What would you
Yeah,
like to do?
I gotta get closer.
All right, Winkle. You're in there in plate armor. What would you like to do?
I need to get over by Ayla.
Okay. So you get to move 30 feet. So you can move all the way to these spaces here. Oh, 1 back. Can't quite make it to Eowyn's area. So just here. Gotcha. All right. Anything else,
All right.
Winkle?
I want to shoot
What are we shooting at?
my little friend right here.
Which one?
Oh, down on the ship.
Oh, down on the ship? Okay. Gotcha. The boss. All right. Winkle's going to circumvent all the rest of these and just shoot at the boss.
That's what my employees do.
Understood? So, Winkle, with a 26, you will pierce her. The second one will be a 21, and the third will critically miss. So, you dealt 26 damage to her.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Winkle?
No, I think that's all I can do.
All right. Covet von Sin. You are going to need to make a death saving throw, and if you roll a 1, you will die. That's a success. All right. So Covet von Sin is on her way towards stabilizing. Ayla, what would you like to do?
Ayla's gonna move her happy little self right down here.
You can't move through the skeletons, though. They're blocking your path.
Oh, I can't move through them.
No.
Darn it. Let's see.
That's why they formed that line. Covet,
Yeah.
you've been granted inspiration.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
I think there's a vested interest there, but I think it's all good.
Darn.
All right. What you
Hang
gonna
on.
do, Ayla?
I'm trying to figure this out because what I thought I was gonna do, I can't do. Uh, um. No, I don't. That's my point. Um. Let's try. This little fella right here down at the end of my dock.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna throw guiding bolt at him.
Okay. As you charge up the guiding bolt, it sails past him into the sea and splashes against your ship harmlessly.
Not good.
All right. Any bonus actions?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. Shoot. I can't think of nothing. My brain is just not working this morning. Let's do spiritual. I'm gonna recreate the spiritual weapon.
Okay. Where do you want it?
Let's put it right here,
Okay.
and I will ping the. I will hit the second one. This
one
guy
here?
right here.
Okay.
Yes, with the spiritual weapon.
Sure. As the giant turkey leg attempts to bludgeon this thing with a 14, you hit it hard. However, its fleshy hide resists the damage. All right.
I guess I'll just sit here because I didn't get to do what I needed to do. So anyway,
Cool. So, after Ayla Taylor, we go to Eowyn. What would you like to do, Eowyn?
I muted myself by accident.
Okay.
I'll move up to here and down Do I only get one use on the destroy undead?
I believe you do, yeah. 2?
I think he's got 2.
2. Okay.
Oh, two.
Well,
Are
because
you-
you moved into their space, they are now inside of the Spirit Guardians. So those 3 skeletons need to make saving throws. How much damage did they take?
Um.
$20. So even with the success, they will die.
Does that mean I'd be able to move past them then?
Well, they're not there anymore, so yes. As the
Gone.
Spirit Guardians destroy them. I also, if you move, I'm going to need to make another saving throw. So, would you like to continue moving? You have another 1 space of movement.
I do want to move, but Ayla's right there. I don't want to cover her token.
You can be on the side.
Yeah, diagonal.
There you go.
No,
Cool.
now my token's covered.
So, the ankle locks got a 26. He will suffer 10 radiant damage. Got it. Cool. Anything else? No?
No, that's it.
All right. Cool. All you've done so far is move. You still have your action, I believe.
I thought the Spirit Guardians counted for an action.
You already had that. You're just concentrating on that.
Okay, then,
Up to you. You want to move? Something else?
can I use a dash?
Yeah. The furthest you would be able to get was to where the spiritual weapon is, if you'd like to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Cool. That means I need to roll more wisdom saving throws. They will both fail and both take 20 damage. Excellent. So, just by running, you dealt 100 damage this turn. Anything else, Eowyn?
No, that's it.
All right. It becomes the Bone Collective's turn. We're going to approach, and we're going to approach Islarin by going to there, and we are going to take damage from 2 Spirit Guardians. All right, so the first one was 12, the second was 20, so we're going to take 12 on the first one and 10 on the second because I saved. Got it. So I approached from that guy.
And as it enters my reach, I will take an attack of opportunity on it.
Sure.
There's a negative D6 with those saves.
Okay. Well,
Not with those saves.
Yeah,
Metal.
Yep.
metal thought.
Only on concentration saves.
no, for him, he's got a penalty at the moment, so he would have suffered the full 20 damage. All good. Go ahead. Take your opportunity check. The 16 to hit will miss.
Am I flanking with Ayla at the moment?
You said when he approached, so this is when he. Yeah, so it's when he
I have a
enters your
5
reach.
foot reach. I didn't know if he entered from this square or from this one. or
Regardless,
from
either
this square
way,
to
he would
this
not be
one.
flanking.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Alright, then I miss.
all right. Then over here, this Bone Collective that's on the ship. We're going to target 2 targets.
Sure, I haven't pissed him off enough. for him to focus on me?
We'll find out. So, you're right, Twilight. He's gonna fire one at you first. Twilight's call to hit a 39 AC. I got a 13. As you easily backflip over it, doing a windmill kick, sir. The second bone shard is thrown towards Covet Von Sin. A 9, because you are prone, will critically miss you. But you are unconscious, so that would be straight rolls, right? So, yep, it's a 20
It's
to hit
still
you.
disadvantage.
It's advantage and disadvantage. She's currently unconscious, so he has advantage and disadvantage.
Not for range.
She's unconscious. Any attacks against an unconscious person have advantage. She's prone, which is why he has disadvantage and advantage, so it's a straight roll. So you're going to fail one death saving throw here, Covet. It then becomes the Ankle-Lox's turn. And we're going to start our turn inside of Spirit Guardians. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to suffer 12 to this guy. And then we've got to do the third one for that one. So, and then this guy will suffer 10 from that, and then 20 to these two guys here. Goodness gracious, Spirit Guardians is just doing work. Alright, we are going to attack Eowyn. Eowyn, we are going to try to claw at you first. So, we're going to clutch you 4 times. The first one, Eowyn, will be a 15. The second one will be a 29 to hit you, Eowyn. For 14 piercing damage. As it cuts through your armor. And I did not... okay, I did not hit you twice. But I do need you to roll a strength saving throw or you will be pushed up to 20 feet away from it. So I need a strength saving throw or you're going to be shoved off the docks. Does anyone have a bonus to that? Or is Eowyn going for a swim? Sounds like Eowyn's going for a swim. Eowyn, you're going to fall in the water. So that means this guy is going to use his movement to get up to Ayla. And we're going to attack Ayla with the claws. Or a Slard, either way. But I do need to roll wisdom saving throw because I entered her Spirit Guardians. He's going to suffer 6. Alright, so 2d2. Both of these are against Islarin. Islarin, a 15 to strike you, misses, and a 12 to strike you, misses. Alright. Then it becomes the skeletons' turns. The skeletons are not going to execute Covet Von Sin. That's not what they do. They'd rather keep her alive. So this one, who was jumping to attack her, he's going to move. And this one is going to move. And we're going to go ahead and dash up to Twilight. This one does get to swing a short sword at you, Twilight. A 14 will miss you against your 39 AC. These dogs are also going to move and attempt to pin you in. This one here, however, is going to sit on Covet Von Sin with his sword at her throat. Just sitting there. The boss here, Koresh, is going to laugh and point. Try it. He'll end her. And that's going to be the skeleton's turn. Islarin, what would you like to do?
Now I'm flanking with it. With
Yes,
Ayla.
you are.
So I will try and 1 second. Okay, yeah, I will. Yeah, I can't get over to covet like at all on this turn, so I need to try and get this bone collected down so I can get over to the shed.
Okay.
So I will attack it 3 times.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's not good for
And
me.
smite on that crit.
All right. So you're going to hit for 12 on the first strike. And we've got 24 plus 11, so 35 so far. 35 plus...
I'll be using a 3rd level smite.
Okay.
Undead. So...
And you are sounding a lot better than just even Wednesday, man.
Yeah, like Thursday's really when my voice started to like actually clear up.
I'm glad.
Where was I? Where was I? So that's what? 48, 5d8 plus 40.
All right. So 37 plus 64 would be 101 damage, sir. As Islarin simply annihilates the Bone Collective. It had 90 hit points. You did 11 damage overkill. Good shot.
That's
That's okay. It deserved it.
deserve that and more. Okay. We'll start moving. So 5, 15, 20. These are a wall for now. Yeah. Okay. I think I need to just get onto the ship as soon as possible. So I am going to drink my potion of flying,
Okay.
which I've had on my belt.
Using your bonus
Smash
action. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to stay where I am, so I lose my aura for now, but I'll be flying away next turn. That's it.
Understood. Cool. Twilight's Call.
Twilight's Call is going to do something that he hasn't really done before, and that's going to be taking the dodge action.
Okay.
Because of the size of that dog, I can move through him, yes?
Nope. He has to be 2 sizes larger than you.
Alright.
But here's the fun part. You could attempt to run along the rail. I'm just going to require an acrobatics check to do it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you're going to dodge and run along the rail?
Yes.
Okay. So, need an acrobatics check as you step towards the rail. The DC for this is a 12. You succeed just barely in tiptoeing your way along the rail, sir.
So I acknowledge that I want to take all of the reactionary attacks. So
Sure.
I'm going to move there.
Cool. So, with disadvantage, because you are dodging, a 20 to strike you,
Misses.
a 12 to miss you, and you don't have 39 AC anymore, right?
Right.
Okay.
AC is down to 21.
Understood. And the third short sword strike would be 17. And then the one dog attempts to bite you, and he had pack. Oh no, he does not have pack tactics because it's when you leave this area. So, no pack tactics, just a bite. A 19 will miss you. You may continue, sir. You have
Awesome.
moved and dodged.
Twilight will use a secondary level spell, casting Healing Word of the Day, and the word is Rise on Covet Von Sen.
Okay. Covet, you were going to recover 11 hit points. And the woman over here, the female gnoll, looks at you and says, I told you. And the skeleton is going to take his reaction to finish his prepared action and stab and Covet von Sin. A 14 to strike you, Covet.
Just hits.
You're going to suffer 6 damage, so you have 5 hit points.
But I'm awake and... Ooh, she's angry. She's beyond angry.
All right, Twilight. That's your movement, your bonus action, and your action. Anything else you got in the tank?
I don't think he can do anything else besides do a flick off to whatever her name is as a free action.
Okay. Awesome. It becomes her turn. She looks at you, cocks her head sideways, and smiles her toothy, nasty grin at you. And we are going to... Goodness, what do we want to do here? We are going to... yeah, we are going to go ahead and... yeah, we're going to go ahead and... not a lot of good options here. We're going to attempt to put one of the two of you... I have to get closer to do that, and I don't want to. All right. I don't have a thing I can do there yet. So, we're just going to use necrotic strikes. We're just going to use the action. So, 3 blasts going at the 2 of you. So, 3d2. All right. So, Covet, this will be with disadvantage because you are conscious but prone. So a 19 to strike you, Covet, for 30 damage.
Yep. But half, so 15, but still I'm down.
Okay, Covet falls unconscious again. She turns to Twilight and, while flipping him off, will attack him with disadvantage because he's dodging. A 15 to strike you misses, and a natural 1 will miss you as well, sir.
Yes.
All right. She will then walk into the cabin and close the door. Winkle! The little chicken bleep that is the boss person has gone into the captain's quarters and closed the door. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna kill the skeleton over Kathy. Well, gonna shoot the
Covet?
skeleton.
Covet.
Covet.
Understood?
Give me a second.
Sure.
It's go to the top. There you go.
I
All right. And you will destroy it with your first 2 shots. You have a 3rd shot. What would you like to shoot at? As bones rain over the corpse of... Well, not corpse, but the unconscious form of Covet von Sin. Who's the 3rd shot going against? All right, right there. The dog creature. Awesome. As you shoot that one, you will pierce it for 13 damage. The arrow quivers in its flesh. Anything else, Boykol? Any movement?
Yeah, I want to move a little bit more towards Ayla.
Okay. Cool. As you're moving, you got more movement if you want to use. You got another 3 spaces if you want to. A bonus action you'd like to use?
No.
All right. Covet von Sin, you are unconscious and dying at the moment. I need a death saving throw. That's a 7, so that's a failure, unfortunately. Ayla Taylor, what would you like to do?
Ayla is going to move right there. And let's see. I'm going to cast Turn Undead,
Okay.
which means that all 3 of these are in my radius.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
3 of the dog things, and so they have to have a wisdom saving throw of 17.
Sure. 1, 2, 3. All right. The one closest to you is not going to be turned. However, the other 2 will be. So they'll be
Yeah.
running away. As long as they
Right.
don't take damage.
Right.
I think it destroys them, doesn't it?
No, it does not destroy them unless they can't.
Unless they're below a certain CR level.
Yeah.
CR2 or lower.
These are not CR2 or lower. The skeletons were, the dogs were, but these guys are not.
Yeah. So, but they will run away from us.
Right. Cool.
Keep in mind, the Spirit Guardians will damage them at the start of their turn. So if you want to, that'll break the turn effect. So you want them to run, you have to keep them outside the Spirit Guardians.
Yep. So in order for them to run away, you're going to have to provoke an opportunity attack from this guy by moving all the way back to these spaces here. Or you can end Spirit Guardians and make my life easy. What's the plan? One of them will run away, at least.
Yes, I know. Well, him I'm going to have to attack anyway, so I think I'm just going to provoke an attack with him and back up here.
Okay, you're going to provoke the opportunity attack. The claw reaches out, and a 16 to strike you.
Nope, he misses.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. So, after Ayla, we go to Eowyn. Eowyn, you're in the water. I need you to roll an athletics check to swim. It's a DC 10.
Yeah.
Or you will begin drowning. You're fine.
Now, question, does her Spirit Guardians reach up to the docks?
It does not,
Okay, good.
because the docks are 20 feet up. The Spirit Guardians are only 15 feet out. So, Eowyn, what would you like to do?
I'm checking something real quick.
Sure.
Is it an action to drop Spirit Guardians?
Nope, you can do that freely.
Okay, then I wanna drop it just for now.
Okay. Cool. It fades.
And I wanna get back up in the dock. Do I have to roll anything for that?
You're able to swim over to the cliff face, but then you're going to have to climb the cliff face using an athletics check. Or you can try to climb up the side of the dock using the pillars, the pylons. That would also be an athletics check.
How high would the check have to be?
The check to climb the pylon is going to be a 14 for athletics.
Uh,
To climb the cliff face, it's an 18.
yeah, I think I'll try the docks.
Okay. So as you move towards the dock, you try to climb. Your athletics check to climb the slippery wood pole is easy. You are able to get back up onto the dock. Where would you like to come up? Because you can swim and then climb. Right there? Okay.
Yeah.
Bloop.
And they haven't ran away yet, so I wanted to try casting the Channel of Divinity.
Okay. Your channel divinity is going to do the same thing as what's already affected them. So that would be a waste. Would you like to use a different ability instead?
Sure.
Because basically you're just going to overlap what Ayla has just done.
You could save yours and use it on the others down on the other dock.
There's a couple. Yeah, I was gonna say I think this one hasn't been affected yet, and
Right. And these down here could be affected possibly.
yeah,
I think I want to move down here then.
Okay. So where are we going? Go ahead and move. Well, you moved and climbed the dock. So unless you're dashing, you can dash down there. That's fine, and you would still have your bonus action. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I think I'll dash then.
Okay, cool. You dash down there. Awesome. And because those are turned, they cannot take their opportunity attacks. Cool. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, cool. So, after Eowyn, it becomes the Bone Collective turn. Over here, the Bone Collective can target 2 different people. So, 2d2. Both of these are going to be against Twilight's Call. Twilight. The Bone Collective throws 2 piercing bones at you. The first being a 13 because you were still dodging.
It misses.
As you matrix this, you will matrix the second one as well as they fly over your head into the sea.
So while he's dodging, you just see this middle finger as he's going around.
Understood. Cool. It would not covet.
Okay.
You're fine. So, over here, it becomes Ankle-Lox's turn. This Ankle-Lox is going to go running away from Ayla, and we gotta run all the way over to here. Does anyone want to take an opportunity attack on this one? No? Okay. This one is going to move away from Ayla as well. Do you want to take an opportunity attack, Islarin? No.
I very much do not.
Okay. Winkle, you can't stand on the token, so we'll have to put you there. All right. This Ankle-Lox did not get turned, so his saving throw at the start of his turn is going to be a 10. And he will suffer how much damage this turn, Ayla?
12.
12. Understood. I will then try to claw at someone. 2d2, and if I hit the same person twice, I get to do in my entrapping rend. So, I'm going to attack once at Boinkle. Boinkle! A 29. Digs its claws directly into your gut. You feel it scratch at the bottom of your lung. You're going to suffer 24 piercing damage. And once you suffer the damage, I need a strength saving throw of a DC 18, or I'm going to move you up to 20 feet in a horizontal direction of my choice. With a 9, he catches you and flings you, Boinkle, into the sea. The second claw is against Islarin. A 15, Islarin does not strike you. This guy moves up to Eowyn. This guy's going to move. Eowyn, we're going to try to claw at you twice. A 17 clangs against your armor, and the 13 doesn't even scratch it as you simply shrug it aside. The skeletons are going to go then and chase down Twilight's Call. As we run across the deck, chasing our favorite flowing-haired fiend, we will slash at him with a short sword. Once and twice, neither of those striking. The dogs will then move, and we will move to here and here. And we will bite with advantage thanks to pack tactics and disadvantage. So this is a straight roll because you are dodging, sir. A 12 to bite you, sir.
It misses.
Awesome. That is the extent. Oh, I have one other skeleton. Skeleton's going to move 30 feet over here. And we're going to dash as we are going to go and try to threaten Covet. All right. Islard, what would you like to do?
All right. I look at Ayla and I look at Winkle. Actually, I think I still gotta. I think I still gotta get on this. I am going to go flying.
Okay.
And I'm going to provoke at least a couple of opportunity attacks because I'm gonna fly out of reach of the one I'm near,
Sure.
as well as over the one that is 2 to the left of Aowen.
You can literally
I'm
fly
gonna
up and
land.
over him without having to do so. But I missed you on the first one. Go ahead.
Wants to try to take its opportunity attack so that it doesn't get one against someone else.
Right. Go ahead. Oh, you want to
so-
provoke from these two?
Yeah, let's. I was only provoking from the one on the left, but yeah, I'll try to provoke from both.
All right. So a 22 to strike you.
That will actually hit.
All right. Gonna hit you for 18
Fine.
piercing damage on this guy's opportunity attack. All right. You are going to succeed on a strength save. I need a constitution saving throw to hold on to the protection from good and evil, but you can't fail. So
Yep, can't fail that.
the second opportunity attack will be a 20 to strike you, which I believe misses.
Which misses.
All right.
Yep.
So these guys have
Action
used their
dash,
reactions.
I will. Yep. So I will land there, and I will. I don't have any bonus action healing, so I will end my turn where I am.
Okay. Cool. So after Islarn, we go to Twilight's Call, who was dodging.
All right. He will repeat the last activity of a healing word of the day being Rise on Covet. Ooh, that's not good.
You recover 7 hit points.
Stay with me, love. And then he will see everything that is around him. Not like what is going on with all of that. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright. And yeah. I will look at this bone collector through all of these dudes in and around me, and he will get rickrolled.
You're going to try to rickroll him? An intelligence
Yeah.
saving throw for him. Okay. So, intelligence saving throw for him, and he has magic resistance. He gets a 20. All right.
How close is he to me?
You try to give him an earworm. It doesn't work. He doesn't have ears that will accept that. He doesn't like to dance. So he is no friend of yours.
No, he's not. All right. So that's bonus action, and that's action.
Would you like to move?
No, I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay right there.
You're going to stay right there? Okay. Cool. After Twilight's Call, it becomes Koresh Bonebinder's turn. And we are going to come out of the door. And as we come out of the door, we're going to see the situation here. And we are going to... I have 3 people on the ship now. I don't like that very much. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with the Hulling blasts of her necrotic strikes. So 3 on 3, so 3d3. All right, Twilight, you are not dodging this time. So a 26 to blast you, Twilight's Call.
So I am going to Silvery Barb Zone and give
All right.
myself the D20.
Awesome. Cool. The silvery barbs for that comes in as a 15, which misses you.
That missed.
The second strike against you, sir, would be a 24 to blast you
That hits.
for 38 necrotic damage, and I'm going to shove you 10 feet away from me to
That's
there.
half.
Okay. And it's half because you're resistant to necrotic damage, or?
Yeah.
Okay. What's give it? It's the Shatter Kai. What's given that?
Yes.
Okay, understood. Cool.
Which puts that what?
19.
Oh.
But you are at the railing, so I need you to roll your acrobatics check to avoid falling over. DC 12. As he almost catches himself, Twilight's Call is going to fall in the water.
I'm going to use my D20 from Silvery Barbs,
Okay. Yep, you should, because that's the first D20 roll.
and I'm going to burn my inspiration for that one.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Okay. As you teeter on the edge, you manage to collect your balance. And then the last blast is going to be towards Covet Von Sin. With disadvantage because you are conscious, but prone. Covet, a 20 to
Yeah.
render you unconscious again.
At 13, right?
I'm sorry?
Half of that?
Half of that would be 16.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
All right. As Covet falls unconscious again, we are going to blast her back 10 feet towards the front of the ship. All right. That's Koresh's turn. We go to Bwinkle, who is needing to make a athletics check to swim in plate armor. Bwinkle, you got shoved off the dock last turn. Let's roll your athletics check. Up across the top middle. You're able to swim, sir. Would you like to try to climb the docks, or are you going to do something else while swimming?
I can try to climb the dock.
Okay. So, we're going to swim you over to the dock. Let's roll your athletics check to climb the docks. You got to come up next to one of these pylons, but go ahead.
Rolled a 17.
That was to swim. With a natural 1 on an 8, you are unable to haul yourself up the pylon here.
Guess I'll try again next time.
Okay. Cool. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I can't shoot, can I?
You can, but it would be very difficult. You're gonna have disadvantage because you're in the water, swimming in heavy armor, and the angles are just wrong at the moment. But
Yeah,
you can certainly
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do that.
You want to
No.
shoot?
No, no.
Okay. Cool. After Boyko, we go to Covet von Sin, who is dying on the ship. Please roll a death saving throw, Covet. Oof.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a
yeah.
2, not a 1. That's only 1 failure, not 2. All right, Ayla. What would you like to do, Ayla?
Let me figure something. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to dash.
Okay, you can dash right there. Okay. And they've already used their reactions, so this is not going to provoke opportunity attacks. All right, but you did make the 2 guys enter the Spirit Guardians, so their Wisdom saving throws are going to be a 23 and a 9. So we'll suffer 6 and 12.
Right.
Got it?
And then I'm going to cast.
What are we going to cast? Can't hear you. There you are.
I'm going to cast Mass Healing.
You're going to cast Mass Healing Word? Okay. All right, so Mass Healing Word goes out. How much are we healing for? You will grant 6 points of healing to everyone within 60 feet, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so everyone within 60 feet.
And that does include Covet,
Yep, but not Twilight.
but not Twilight. Sorry, Twilight. I couldn't get that far.
Twilight's within 60 feet.
Huh?
Is he?
Yep.
Or
Yeah, he is.
He is. Okay. So, Twilight, you recover 6 hit points.
So does Winkle
Yep.
and everybody else. Everybody got 6 healing points.
Like Oprah. Awesome. Anything else, Ayla, as Covet is conscious once again? Sorry.
Poor
It-
Covet.
All right. So, if that's it for Ayla,
No, hang on. I still got my egg, my turkey leg up here.
you used your bonus action to cast the Mass Healing Word.
I did. And I moved. But I still have my action, correct?
No, you dash.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. Eowyn, what would you like to do? Couldn't hear you. Pete?
I had to stick in the mic up again. I keep doing that.
What would you like to do?
Where's the bone collector?
It is way over here on the side of the ship.
How far is that?
From you right now,
120 feet.
120 feet. Yep.
Would I still be able to cast Scorching Ray on that?
I'm unsure. What's the range on Scorching Ray?
It is 120 feet.
Yes, you can. Are you going to cast Scorching Ray on the Bone Collective?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna try and cast it at like 5th level.
Okay. So 5th level means that you're going to get 6 beams here.
Oh, I didn't know they changed.
Oh yeah, you get more beams the more time the higher level spell you do.
What if it's a level 100? How many beans do you get then?
102.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't do that. So the 14 will miss. The next ray.
It was stuck.
Is a critical strike. Excellent. So that's going to deal 20 damage. All right. The next beam will hit. How much damage did that deal? Five. Got it. Still up. Just barely. I have 8 hit points left. The 4th beam.
Oops.
The Bone Collective has an AC of 17, so that will miss as well. All right. And you said you were doing this at 5th level? So that would be 1 more attack. I have 8 hit points. A 23 will hit. How much damage did this Scorching Ray deal? I have 8 hit points. Your ray dealt 9 damage. As the Scorching Ray destroys the Bone Collective, it falls into a pile of shards. Good shot, Eowyn. Anything else you'd like to do? Any movement?
Yeah. I'll move like over here.
Okay. Those guys have already used their reaction, so cannot do anything. The Bone Collectives are destroyed at the moment. So we'll just remove them from the initiative. We will go to the ankle locks next. And I'm sorry? Spirit Guardians, yes.
All the spiritual guardians.
Yep. So 1 and 2. They will both save, and each will take 6 damage. And then we're going to be attacking. And we're going to stand right here and threaten Winkle for when he comes up. So this guy has a prepared action for when Winkle comes up onto the docks. Down here, I'm going to attack Eowyn twice with claws. The first one will be a 20 to strike you, Eowyn. Does that hit?
My AC is 20. I don't know
All right.
if it does.
You're going to feel 13 piercing damage as this thing rakes across your back with its massive claws. And I need you to roll a strength saving throw of a DC 18 or get launched into the water. Eowyn, we're going to yeet you 20 feet into the water. Over here.
The other direction.
No, in a horizontal direction of its choice. This thing is then going to attack Ayla. The first time with an 18 to strike you, Ayla. All right, you're going to suffer 14 piercing damage as he tears at you. Need you to roll a strength saving throw of a DC 18 or be yoked. All right. Ayla Taylor goes flying into the ocean. these two ankle locks go running off into town. Going wee 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 all the way home. Alright. And I need to add the ankle locks because one of the guys who ran away had my initiative on him. So, we'll fix that. Alright, my skeletons. The skeletons. This skeleton is not happy that Islarin is here. So we're going to turn and attack her. With the 16, I will miss you. The dogs will move to here. And here. And this skeleton moves to here. And here. And here. Alright, Twilight. The two dogs are going to bite at you. And they have pack tactics against you here. So with advantage, sir, a 21 to pierce you.
That is my AC.
You're going to suffer 12 piercing damage. And a strength saving throw of a DC 13 or be knocked prone. You're fine. The second bite against you, sir, will be a 16. That misses you.
It does.
And then this skeleton mouths something. And if it had lips, it would say the word Sparta as it attempts to shove you off the side of the boat. And you should roll an athletics check to beat a 19. Or acrobatics.
I will Silvery Barbs his roll.
You're going to silvery barbs his rolling crit advantage to yourself?
Yes.
All right. Cool. His silvery barbs results in an 18. Acrobatics or athletics, sir, as he attempts to Sparta you off the ship.
Wow.
Twilight's Call. You've been shoved 5 feet off the side of the ship and into the water.
Lovely.
All right. That's going to be their turn. We go to Islarin as Twilight's Call has fallen 20 feet down into the sea. Islarin, what would you like to do?
Right. I'm gonna go to here. Tag Covet. I will lay on hands for 14
I will take my
hit points.
opportunity attack against you. A 21 to strike you for 5.
A 16 misses.
16. You're right. Good. You healed Covet for how much?
14 hit points.
All right. Covet, you recover 14 hit points. You're conscious once again.
I was conscious before, but this feels better. I'm at a 20. Yay. She breathes. She takes just a really deep breath and just says, "Thank you."
Lauren will nod and fly over to here.
Covet, would you like to take an opportunity attack?
No!
Okay. Anything else, Islarin? No?
Nothing else.
Okay. Cool. So, after Islarin, we go to Twilight's Call.
So how far do I fall in 6 seconds?
200 feet?
In 6 seconds?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You fell in the water. It does not take 6 seconds to fall 20 feet.
Can I see onto the ship or
Onto the railing,
Onto the railing.
which would require that acrobatics check if you do that. But I'm cool with it if you want to try.
Because I'm wanting to use my blessing of the MKL to get back onto the boat.
The fourth one, okay.
Yes, the fourth one.
You can see the edge of the railing. You can do this, but it's going to require that acrobatics check when you land.
Alright, I'm good with that.
All right, where do you want to go? 30 feet.
I want to be on this side if possible.
Very well. Okay. So, as you teleport to that railing, we'll put you right there. And your acrobatics check, sir, DC 12. You stand there in style.
So
I am going to burn my. Where'd it go? There it is. Last third level spell,
Okay.
and up to 6 creatures of my choice in a 40-foot cube must succeed a wisdom saving throw, or they suffer from very poor performance.
Which is slow.
Yes, slow.
All right. So.
And my primary target is her,
Okay.
and then anybody else that I can get thereafter.
Gotcha. So her wisdom saving throw with magical resistance is going to be a 26. So she will not be slowed. What other characters would you like to do? Because you're going to have to exclude one.
I will exclude this far dude over here.
Okay. So the 3 skeletons near you. 1, 2, 3. They will all be slowed, which is good. So we got a little slow guy there, a little slow guy here, and a little slow guy here. The 2 skeletal dogs, their wisdom saving throws are interesting, but still slow. Cool.
So they all get one action or bonus action. They get -2 to AC, and if they do anything that casts a full action, they have to roll a d20, or it may get moved to a different.
None of them can cast spells, so relevant.
And I don't think they can do reactions.
Correct.
So I'm going to run my feed over there.
Run your feet, and you have 40 feet of movement. Awesome.
I do.
Cool. It becomes Koresh Bonebinder's turn. She looks at this situation and curls her lip to show her rotted teeth. And she's going to use her bonus action at this point because you have been a pain in the ass, sir. And we are going to cast a spell upon you. We are going to draw another circle around you, Twilight, as we attempt to do another Otolux Resilient Sphere as a bonus action. Each you roll a dexterity saving throw of a DC 18 or be put into a hamster ball.
Probably
Humbug.
just stand there and smiles.
She does not like this, and so she's going to move. No, we don't want to do that. All right, we're just going to start blasting. So, 3d3. All right, here we go. 1 blast each. This is going to be first at Islarin. A 15 will miss you.
The undead?
She
Or,
is. She's
or
not
a,
undead. She's humanoid.
Or okay, so then 23.
So
Still hits.
for 43 necrotic damage,
Yep. Then I need to make that
21 con save.
21.
You're fine.
Yes.
No problem.
Cool. The next blast is against Twilight's Call because we're going top down, left to right. Twilight's Call, a 17 will miss you. As the necrotic energy passes over you, she's going to underhand the last shot right at Covet Von Sin with disadvantage because she's still laying on the ground. A 12.
Oh my god, I live! Holy crap, I live!
It's because Twilight was standing in her face, sneering at it.
She's then going to walk in and close the damn door. All right. So, after Koresh, we go to Boinkle, who is treading water in plate armor. I need an athletics check to be swimming, please, at the start of your turn. So, athletics check, Boinkle.
Yeah.
All right, you are drowning. As Boinkle
Love.
goes down below the surface of the waves, he descends downwards. Okay.
Well.
Would you like to attempt to dash back up to the surface?
Yes.
All right, please roll another athletics check. You're shooting for a 10. Swimming's just a 10. So, Winkle, using your action, you're able to make your way up to the surface again. So, you are swimming once again. Would you like to... Well, you've used your motion and your action, so you have a bonus action, and that's it right now.
Nothing I can do.
All right. Coming from Sin, you are not dying at the start of your turn for a change. What would you like to do?
Well, first off, she stands up. That's half our motion, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then for her bonus action, she's going to use a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
For a 19, I will take it.
That's just one off the maximum. Good job.
I'll take it. Oh my gosh. Then she's very angry and she looks at this one and she's just raging right now. So she's going to Eldritch Blast that one, pushing him back 10 feet.
She critically strikes it and bones go scattering across the docks and raining over Aowen.
Okay, so how many temp hit points was that?
Temporary hit points for that would be 24.
Thank you. And then she looks at this one and says, "Get off my friend," and shoots that one.
One moment.
Also,
Covenant Sin is on the boat and it just gave orders. I would like that put on the record.
yes, but these are to people that are not supposed to be there. Get off my friend. And it wasn't get off the boat, it was get off my friend. And so she pushes this one back 10 feet.
Yep. And falls in the water. Okay. All right.
She looks at this one and says, again, get off my friend. And shoots that one back 10 feet. Should also be on the ship, off the ship.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
In the water.
Yes, ma'am.
14 damage on each one of them. That's pretty good.
It is really good. So, as Comet continues to
Not
give
possible
orders
at
on the
all.
ship,
This is the one time she acknowledges she's getting she's giving orders on the ship, but this is just to get things that are not supposed to be on the ship off.
uh-huh.
And the rest of the time are when she's in her berth with Twilight.
Well,
Bossy
Honky,
Kenobi.
I believe you give orders on the ship quite often. It's perfectly fine, though. Anything else, Comet? Any more movement? Bonus action? Oh, you used bonus action already.
She looks at these three and says, if you three want to stay aboard the ship, you better think twice, because I'm going to send you straight to MKL. Otherwise,
They don't care.
that's fine. It's more rage killing for her at this point, with
All
the
right.
undead where they need to be in their afterlife.
Ayla Taylor, I need you to roll an athletics check or begin drowning.
Blup.
You're fine, Ayla. You're not wearing plate armor or have massive antlers that weigh 150 pounds. What would you like to do? Can't hear you.
Yeah, I know I
There.
hit the wrong button. I'm going to cast Water Walk, and let me make sure of something.
Okay. Using your action to cast Water Walk on yourself. Awesome.
Actually, I'm going to move first.
Sure. You move at half speed if you're moving first because you're swimming.
I know. I want to move to right under.
Okay.
I want right under the edge of the dock.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm not on the dock. I'm under it.
Sure.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Water Walk on me, Winkle, and
Eowyn?
Aowen.
Okay. Cool. So all three of you no longer have to bother swimming. You can just water walk.
Walk to where you want to go.
All right. Cool. Anything else, Ayla? Bonus action?
Yeah, I'm going to do a healing potion on myself.
Awesome. You cover how many hit points as you drink your healing potion off your belt?
Yeah, that's what I got to go get. Gee whiz.
All right, so while Ayla's getting that healing, Eowyn, you're up. What would you like to do? Ayla recovered 7 hit points. What are we doing, Eowyn? Is you can now walk on water should you choose to.
Get back in the dock.
Okay. To get on the dock, you're going to need to climb the pylon, but you go ahead and roll an athletics check to do so. Yep, you're able to climb the pylon. Where are we going up? Because you can just walk across the water. All right, come up there. Awesome.
And I'm just gonna cast fireball at these two.
Okay, you're going to cast fireball?
I didn't want to use fire, but I don't
I endorse
I can't
this
find it.
completely.
Okay.
find any of my other spells, so
All right.
Have it
one time I don't want to use.
Now,
I'm casting it at sixth level.
You're going to cast a 6th level fireball.
Ooh.
All right. So if we place that fireball right here, you will miss Ayla and you'll miss Covet, but get them. Awesome.
That's good enough.
Cool. So their dexterity saving throws are both going to fail, and they will each suffer 37 fire damage. As you dealt 74 damage to the two of them. Anything else you'd like to do? You have a bonus
What
action
do I-
left.
Do you have any attacking bonus actions?
No, unfortunately, you have spiritual weapon if you have a spell slot for it. Otherwise, no. All right.
I'll just stay here then.
Cool. It becomes the Ankylox's turn. Now, Ayla is below the docks, not on the docks, so they can't attack her. However, we can't get on the ship either. The Ankylox are going to come up, and we're going to try to savage Eowyn for using Fireball on us. We're going to be attacking 4 times with advantage. Eowyn, here we go. The first one will be a critical strike on you, Eowyn.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Is there a way? Can I use Warding Flare on that? I just stopped it.
What's the Warding Flare do?
I can send it real quick.
Sure. Let's go ahead and see what you got.
Does that show what it is?
Yeah. Let's see. When you're attacked by a creature within 30 feet, you can use reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. So it's a 12, which will miss you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
That's awesome.
Right. And
Awesome.
so the second attack on you will be a 22 to strike you for 15 piercing damage. Does that strike you with the 22? I believe so, right?
Yeah, because you can only use a reaction once, right?
Right.
Yeah,
That
it
doesn't do
does.
all these.
All right, so you're going to suffer 15 piercing damage. I need a strength saving throw, or I'm going to throw you off the docks again.
Why does this keep happening anytime there's water around?
You still have water walking, though, right?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Eowyn catches the claws and is launched 20 feet onto the surface of the water.
I'm gonna do fireball again at these things, I swear.
Eowyn, do you want to land on the water or in the water?
What kind of question?
It's a
You
question.
land with water walking. You can walk on the surface of the water like it's the floor.
But then you would take fall damage.
I'll take the fall damage then.
Okay, so you're going to suffer the 2d6 damage for falling onto the surface of the water, thanks to Ayla Taylor. So
If you had not done the fall damage, then you would have just been cushioned by the water.
So you're going to suffer 7
That's done.
damage as you impact the surface of the water, thanks to Ayla Taylor, as I throw guilt trips all over the place for fun.
How much damage should I suffer overall then?
Overall was 22 damage.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yep, there you go, Ewan. All right, and then my slowed skeletons. These dogs sink. They can't swim. We are going to move into flanking positions. And we are going... Well, no, we're not. Okay, fine. Yes, we will. There we go. Ha-ha! We're going to stab at you. The first strike will be normal. A 22 to strike you. Oh, no,
I still
19.
have protection. Yep, that misses.
All right, and then 2 normal swings. A 21 to strike you.
It's by 1.
Okay. The second strike will be a 16 that will miss you. Their wisdom saving throws to avoid being slowed. 1, 2, 3. What's yours?
They only get 1 attack.
Right, these are their spell save DCs at the end of their turn to avoid being slowed for the turn. What's your
Spell save is 16.
So, the bottom 2 are no longer slowed. All right. And then coming out of the door comes our lovely friend that you guys love so much.
Hey, it doesn't come out till after Twilight's turn.
Oh, you're correct. I'm sorry. I'm skipping her turn. I did that wrong. Oh, I did something wrong there. What happened? You're correct. All right, so that's skeletons. Islarin, what would you like to do?
Right. I will I'll turn to Covenant Day. I'm going after her. And I will fly out of the skeleton's reach.
All right. I will miss you, and I will miss you.
And then I will dash to there.
Okay.
That is as far as I can get.
Okay. Cool. Well, it's called. What would you like to do, sir?
Because I can't see her just yet, I am going to shoot these skeletons.
All right.
So I'm going to shoot this one first. I'm going to go after the non-slowed ones first.
Very well.
First one.
And he's destroyed.
Second one over here.
Okay. With a 15, you shot him, and you left him with 2 hit points, sir.
And then I will move to there.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else, Twilight?
As a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind.
Cool. And you will recover how many hit points?
1d10 plus 2.
1d10 plus 2. So you recover 12 hit points as you maxed it out. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, now it becomes her turn. And she is going to come out of the door and see you right there.
Hello.
She looks at you and shakes her head. Finally, you come close, boy. And she's going to reach out a hand and she's going to be casting a spell. Does anyone want to do anything?
Yeah, we're gonna counterspell that.
All right.
I don't know what it is.
Need you to go ahead and roll your spellcasting modifier. You need to beat a 15. You got a 15. And you will prevent her from casting Bigby's Grasping Hand. She then turns and is going to perform her Necrotic Strike. 3d3. One at each of you again.
Isn't that a disadvantage if I'm in melee range?
If you want to play with those rules, your range attacks earlier should have been at disadvantage as well.
I didn't make a ranged attack in melee. I cast a big spell in melee.
Okay. All right. Well, you can make these with disadvantage.
I'm just asking because I've seen that applied before, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, it should be. So, fortunately, this is a melee or ranged spell attack. So the ranged spell attacks are going to be with disadvantage towards Islarin and Covet. So, a 16 to hit Islarin will miss. The melee strike version towards Twilight will be a 14. And then with disadvantage against Covet Von Sin. Does not matter the disadvantage or not. Covet Von Sin, you are going to suffer 31 necrotic damage.
Half of that, please.
15? As I believe that just goes off of your temporary hit points.
It does.
All right. Then she's going to go ahead and provoke an opportunity attack from you, Twilight's Call.
I will use it.
Okay.
Can I grab her instead of strike her with my rapier?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Considering you have your bow in your hand.
Yeah. Would that be athletics or acrobatics?
It's an athletics check to grab a hold of her.
Oh.
Nope.
All right. So she's going to try to get away from you. And she got an 11. So she's going to then provoke an opportunity attack from Miss Lauren. Would you like to take that?
I counterspelled, so I do not have one available.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 7. All right. So she makes it to there. As she's beginning to run off the ship. Winkle. I'm sorry?
I said, oh, no, you don't.
Oh, no, you don't. Winkle, you have water walking.
I'm going back north.
Okay.
Can I go up on the rocks?
It is much harder to climb that cliff than it is to climb the dock.
Okay, I'm going to come on down
Okay,
to where I can go again.
sure. You want to try
gonna
climbing
try-
there?
Yep.
Okay. Please roll your athletics check. You're shooting for a 14. And because of time, we will be ending at the end of this round. All right, Winkle hoists himself up onto the docks.
As he shakes himself trying to get a little drier.
Ayla, it begins to rain from above thanks to the moose shake.
He turns
I'm
into
going to shoot at her. I'm going to shoot at the boss.
Okay. Three shots. Winkle. Are you using your strong shot or your accurate shot?
Accurate shot.
Okay. Accurate shot sails outwards, and with a 22, your arrow pierces her. It quivers there. You dealt 11 damage.
Doing another.
Okay. A 15, she will put up a shield to prevent that from happening. However, the 31 punctures deeply. Cool. Anything else, Winkle? Any bonus action?
Yeah, I want to come down.
Cool. Awesome. I believe you've used all your movement, though, to get down to here and then to here, so you don't have enough movement to do that. So we're going to put you back there. Sorry.
Hey, I got excited.
Yep. All right. Miss Von Sin.
Okay, she sees that this one is trying to move away, so she's going to take a step forward. Then she is going to... Oh god, what is it? Use MKL's Blessing, her third one, and move 30 feet. 30. And then she's going to move 15. And she's going to use her Eldritch Blast to push her back.
Okay.
$17 hit.
Negative. That energy barrier that she used for Winkle reflects it off.
24 to hit.
That one will puncture and press. You will suffer 6 damage and be knocked backwards 10 feet.
Okay. She's going to step forward 10 feet, which will finish up her movement, and push her back another 10 feet with Eldritch Blast.
Will she, though?
Maybe.
She
19.
will. That is currently her AC.
You're welcome, Islaren.
That put her back in the read.
Yes, but Islaren's already used her opportunity attack, and she did not willingly move.
That's okay. That's fine. Her time's coming up.
All right.
Keep her in play.
So after Covet, we go to Ayla, who's beneath the docks.
Yep, and she's gonna try to climb the dock.
All right. Please roll
That's
the athletics
athletics,
check.
right?
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Oh, grand.
Ayla, the embarrassment of sliding down this pole is only matched by the fact that you're used to sliding. Never mind.
Leave that one alone. Okay.
Leave that one alone. Yep.
So I'll take my turkey leg
Yes, ma'am.
and slap this guy right here upside the head. Hopefully.
Turkey leg will strike at it, dealing 9 damage. Cool. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. So, Eowyn, what would you like to do? I apologize for
There is one
inappropriate
more
comment.
thing.
Yes.
I wanted to turn off my spirit guardians.
You're gonna turn it
since I'm
off?
down there. Yeah, because I'm down on the water. It's not going to affect anybody, so
Okay.
I'll turn it off for now.
Cool.
Excuse me, GM. Sorry, that's death saving throws.
Okay. I did not realize that you had those, but okay.
Just FYI.
Yep.
Future reference.
For the future. Yep. All good. Cool. So, Eowyn, what would you like to do?
Fireball.
As the fireball rises up from the surface of the water, we're going to make 2 dexterity saving throws here. And we're going to deal 70 damage total. As Eowyn embraces who they are we do more fire.
I really did want to use fire today, but you decided otherwise.
I didn't decide otherwise.
The game. Because I can't find any of my radiant spells for some reason.
Well, we'll have to take a look. All right. So that's Aowen's turn. We're then going to go to the Ankylox's turn. There's only one.
You don't have to take a look. I'm just blind.
Did you need to? What did you want to move or anything, Aowen, or are you cool where you're at on the surface of the water?
No, I love the water. It's my friend.
Was that sarcasm?
Yeah, I like it too, Aowen.
All right. So we're gonna go.
At least you guys can swim.
At least you guys can swim. Well, the only person on the docks right now is Winkle, so we have to correct that. Winkle, we're going to attack you 4 times with advantage. Winkle, a 15 will miss you. The 21 to hit you. What's your AC at, Winkle?
21 in it.
AC's 21.
All right, you're going to get hit for 11 piercing damage. And we are going to chuck you 20 feet into the water. Do you want to land on the water or in it?
On it.
All right, you're going to suffer bludgeoning damage as you fall. You'll suffer
Remember,
8
if you
bludgeoning
fall on
damage and be
If
prone.
you fall on it, it's like the ground. You fall in it, it's like a dive.
I don't swim.
Splash.
He doesn't swim.
Covet, you're dealing with someone who's playing in character, and you have no room to talk.
I know! Oh my gosh!
All right. So as they chuck Winkle off the docks, putting him back where he belongs on the water, then we are going to go to the skeletons' turns. The skeletons are going to dash all the way to here. And they will attempt their wisdom saving throws at the end of their turns to stop being damn slowed. 1 and 2. It's a DC 16, correct?
It is.
All right, so the top one next to Covet is no longer slow. All right, that is the skeleton's turn. It's Slar and Shonazeth. How are we going to end today's session?
Let's attempt just. Well, first, I will glower at the person and ask her, "Where is my husband, and where is my crew?"
He turns to you, and with the worst breath you've ever smelled, except that one time at the bottom of the ocean, she turns and just laughs. "Kill me, and you'll never find out."
Let's see if I avoid glancing at Covet. Yeah, I'll avoid the temptation to glance at Covet
Okay.
as she says that.
Does Covet hear this at all?
Yeah, obviously. You're only 20 feet away.
She just raises an eyebrow, and that's about it. That's all you'll get.
Okay.
I will. I want to give her the chance to surrender. Yeah. Then surrender and tell me.
No.
Her choice. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, if only I had advantage.
All right. So it's going to deal 17 plus 16, 33. 33 plus 11 was 44 points of damage as you hack and slash her with your trident and bludgeon her with the back end.
Can we just kill her, please?
No. Because it's going to take way too long for us to get through the rounds. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to come back next week for you guys to finish off this encounter here in Cordray Gruel. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a tons of amazing ones out there, but I'm eternally thankful that you choose to level up your gaming experience with GM Eric. Have a wonderful week. We'll come back next week for the next episode of Us Against the Gods. As always, check out the website where we've got those new products, the Sagaos Edition t-shirt, the Punchable Aimer pillow, and the Learn to Play session on the 26th are available up there. Check out the website, toyvoarpg.com, which is our reference site for the Toyvoa campaign setting. There's thousands of articles on there now, which is so cool to say. Go check that out. Also, we got the clip contest, so if there's a moment from this session you like, throw the timestamp or clip into the clip contest channel. It'll be automatically entered for a chance to win a really cool prize at the end of the month. Otherwise, guys, have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. We will be back this evening for a hangout where we're going to do an AMA and do some lore building and kind of just do prep stuff. So come hang out. It'll be a good time. I'm going to answer a ton of questions and shoot the breeze. Otherwise, guys, have a wonderful week. Stay safe. We'll be back tomorrow morning as well with Beneath Fallen Skies as they are heading deeper into Akru.